What is the most ridiculous goal you have? On my bucket list I wrote touch lava. Haven't done it yet. And no, I'm not gonna touch it with my bare hands, maybe with like a stick or something. I roasted a marshmallow on lava in Guatemala. It was pretty sweet. Until the volcano got hit by a lightning storm and I almost died in said lava. Dying by being struck by lightning while standing in lava roasting a mellow? That's how I want to go. I mean, that would have been fine. But that's not what happened. So at the top of this volcano, there are crevices of lava that you just step over. So we are eating our volcano roasted marshmallows when it starts to drizzle. Then rain. Now rain plus hot lava equals hot blinding steam. So now there is lighting crashing around us, you can't see anything, there are too many people trying to get down, there are crevices of lava you are trying to not step in / slip into, and the steam is so hot, so fucking hot. I had like 2 inches of my ankle exposed, scandalous I know, and it hurt so bad, I also thought my shoes were going to melt. Finally we got off the active part of the volcano and had to walk all the way back. I'd how many miles it was, but it seemed like forever, and all we had to eat were marshmallows. We survived. It's an awesome story, but good God was I scared. I want to be on the Muppet Show, which is no mean feat because I'd have to both have cultural impact, unlikely, and the Muppet Show would have to be in production, which it hasn't been since before I was born. Alternatively, you could shoot for a Beetle Bailey reference. 2019 gave us a Space Force story arc. I want to go as far north as I can. Made it to about 68 degrees north so far. Just don't go too far north. Then you'll start going south. You can go to Longyearbyen on Spitsbergen, Norway, which is 78 degrees north. You can go farther north of course, but as far as civilization and reasonable transportation options, I think this is one of the easier ones. Someday owning an island and having my friends living on it. This goal suddenly becomes slightly more realistic when you take into account that lakes have private islands, too. Making a living off of music. Don't wanna burst your bubble, but here goes. I am a musician who still needs to work on the side to make ends meet. To give you an idea, we play 60+ gigs a year for audiences ranging anywhere between 1K and 15K. High season is basically, work Monday to Friday, find some time in that schedule to do rehearsal, leave Friday after work towards wherever gig is on Saturday, car, van, bus, plane, depends on location, make sure the hangover is bearable enough to make it to where gig is on Sunday, hooray for the driver. Arrive home somewhere Sunday night / Monday morning, eat, shower, leave for work. Rinse, repeat. Off-season is more bearable, but is spent doing a lot of rehearsing new stuff plus studio time if album is coming up. Travel times and waiting times are ridiculous. For a 1.5-hour concert, you might be spending 13 hours on the road to be there for morning sound check, cuz, if you're headlining, you play last or second to last, meaning you sound check first or second. The rest of the day is waiting, long boring hours of waiting, and trying to not get too drunk in the meantime, all for that short window of pure addictive fucking glory. Also, alcohol is everywhere, and it's free. Dangerous. Very. Is it worth it? Absolutely, otherwise no one would be doing it. Being on stage is drugs. The rush and adrenaline is some of the best stuff available to mankind. However, know very well what you're getting yourself into when you pursue this. To be able to make a living off of it, you either need to be very famous, or very fucking lucky. Being good has nothing much to do with it nowadays. I know some of the best musicians on the planet, but they haven't got the name or the luck, so they're stuck mucking around with small bands. All this basically to tell you your goal is not ridiculous. It's just very difficult, and once you get there, it might not be what you expect it to be. To sell enough books that I can quit my day job and make a living writing sci-fi and horror. Being not single with someone I find attractive. To be 100% debt-free and financially stable. Making my pet's lifespan as long as mine. Get a tortoise. Or a parrot. Going around giving random Redditors gold. Wow. Such a noble goal. I said such a noble goal. I want to give out helium. Then it would be a noble gas. To travel to every country with a potato and take a picture of it in front of some landmark or monument famously known in that country. All with the same exact potato and in a time frame before it goes bad. I'd give $1 to this crowdfund. Wait. No, I wouldn't. You'd be spreading potato diseases all across the world. Do you want to bring back the Irish potato famine? Because that's how you bring back the Irish potato famine. To learn how to say can you call the hotel porter, there appears to be a frog in my bidet? In as many different languages as possible. I fully intend to create a DNA sequence containing genetic circuits that either prevent or repair all the different types of aging damage associated with human aging. The idea being you would get one session of gene therapy treatments and then live a longer, healthier life. Picture Grandpa playing tackle football with the teenagers at the family reunion, and winning. Towards this end, I am currently studying for my master's in synthetic biology, to gain the relevant engineering knowledge for the design of said DNA sequence. After that, what remains will be determining the optimal solution for each type of aging damage in kind, and putting together the ultimate design. Which would of course take years, but I am stubborn and determined. I've already got ideas for taking on senescent cells and cancer, but they need to be tested. Specifically, I am looking at the possibility of extra copies of P53 as a defense against cancer, which would open up telomerase as a potential treatment for senescent cells without the normally associated carcinogenic downside. Hey, just make sure you have the patent and start up, sell the product to the rich people for insane amounts of money, only to immediately after give it for free to the rest using the money you took from the rich. Never dying. I'll do it or die in the process. I wish I could control all the cats in the world. I want to bite my elbow. Break your arm, there you have it. Hug every cat. But I can't. I can't hug every cat. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. To get my kids to stop saying okay, boomer to anything I tell them. Magically getting cured of all my health problems. We take being healthy for granted way too much. A healthy person has million wishes, a sick person has only one. A very sick one has only one too. And it isn't a pleasant one. It's been a goal of mine for many years to bite a shark and give them a taste of their own medicine. Be loved. Just got ghosted by someone I thought things were going really well with, definitely feel this. Hey, if someone is willing to ghost you, it's good. Long term it means they're afraid of commitment and are a crappy person in general. Smoking a blunt and having a glass of whiskey on my moon base while watching the Earth float in space. I can't get you there, but I can get you close. Purchase a constellation projector. Purchase a bedspread/duvet cover with the Earth and stars on it. Purchase a tall bar stool. Set up the constellation projector and duvet cover in your room with the tall bar stool near to the wall. Darken the lights and turn the projector on. Sit on the bar stool. Smoke and sip. I don't consider it ridiculous, but my current goal is to lift 450 pounds on my 45th birthday. To achieve that, I'll need to put about 100 pounds onto my squat between now and then. Secondary goal, buy a large tract of land out in the country and build a house/workshop on it, then start a woodworking business there. This may be slightly more ridiculous, since I am not a woodworker. My friend told me I can't be gold in LoL because girls are not that good at video games, as a joke of course, but I am a competitive person, so. One of my friends almost got into several fights at BlizzCon because a handful of guys approached his wife and said girls cannot be gamers, or you're one of those fake gamer girls that play to get money using your body, and they start berating her for reasons of having a vagina. He doesn't play games, he only went to support her and her love for games. It's sickening, sucked the fun out for her.